Tonight, we're tracking a major shift in the American economy, a shift that's sending shockwaves through communities from coast to coast. The landscape of work and opportunity is changing before our eyes. U.S. unemployment has surged to its highest level in 4 years, marking a dramatic reversal from the steady job growth we've seen in recent times. Businesses large and small are feeling the pressure, and the effects are rippling outward. The latest jobs report is more than just a number. It's a wake-up call for millions of families who now face new uncertainty. For many, the fear of layoffs and shrinking paychecks is becoming a daily reality. After years of strong job growth and record-low unemployment, the tide has turned. Offices that were once bustling with activity now sit eerily quiet, and the sense of stability many felt is slipping away. The ground beneath our economic feet is shifting, leaving many to wonder what comes next. The signs of change are everywhere, from empty storefronts to fewer job postings. The unemployment rate has crossed a key threshold, signaling that the economic cooling engineered to fight inflation may be hitting harder than expected. Economists are now warning that the path forward could be more challenging than previously thought. This isn't just about Wall Street, it's about kitchen tables across the country. Families are tightening their budgets, rethinking their plans, and bracing for what could be a difficult road ahead. More people are now competing for fewer jobs, which can drive down wages and erode worker confidence. The competition is fierce, and the anxiety is palpable at job fairs and employment offices nationwide. The slowdown could impact everything from holiday spending to long-term investments. As families cut back, local businesses feel the pinch, and financial advisors are fielding more calls from concerned clients. The Federal Reserve's aggressive interest rate hikes were meant to cool inflation, but today's numbers show the side effects are real. The delicate balance between curbing inflation and maintaining jobs is proving difficult to achieve. The big question now: can policymakers steer us to a soft landing, or are we heading for rougher times? The decisions made in the coming weeks will shape the future for millions of Americans. Tonight, we examine what this turning point means for the future of work in America and how individuals, families, and businesses are preparing to weather the storm. The story of our economy is being rewritten, and its outcome will affect us all. Every uptick in unemployment represents real people, neighbors, friends, families, suddenly facing uncertainty. It's not just a number on a chart, it's a ripple that spreads through entire communities, affecting relationships, mental health, and the sense of security we often take for granted. A layoff isn't just a statistic, it's a life-altering event that brings anxiety about bills, groceries, and healthcare. The stress can be overwhelming as families scramble to adjust budgets and make ends meet, often sacrificing essentials just to get by. The loss of a job disrupts routines, erodes confidence, and forces families to make tough choices. Children may notice the tension at home, and parents are left wondering how to provide stability in uncertain times. Many who switched jobs during the post-pandemic boom now find themselves vulnerable, especially in shrinking industries. The promise of new opportunities has faded for some, replaced by the harsh reality of layoffs and hiring freezes. Lower-income workers are hit hardest, often living paycheck to paycheck, where a missed payment can trigger a crisis. For these families, even a brief period of unemployment can mean falling behind on rent, utilities, or medical expenses. For some, unemployment means the difference between keeping their home and facing eviction. The fear of losing shelter adds another layer of stress, making recovery even more difficult. The impact is deeply personal and often devastating. It's a struggle that can leave lasting emotional scars, affecting self-worth and hope for the future. As we discuss the broader trends, let's not forget the human cost at the heart of this economic shift. Every statistic hides a story of hardship, resilience, and the fight to rebuild. Behind every data point is a story of resilience and hardship. These are stories of people determined to overcome adversity, to find hope, and to keep moving forward despite the odds. The job losses aren't spread evenly. They're hitting certain sectors hardest. Tech, once booming, is now shedding jobs after overhiring and facing lower revenues. Construction and real estate are slowing as high interest rates cool the housing market, stalling projects, and cutting jobs. Transportation and warehousing, which grew rapidly during the e-commerce surge, are now scaling back as demand normalizes. Even professional services like consulting and temp agencies are seeing cutbacks as businesses tighten budgets. These sectors were engines of growth just months ago. Now, they're leading indicators of caution. The ripple effects are being felt across the economy, from logistics to home sales. The message is clear. No industry is immune to this slowdown. To understand rising unemployment, look to the fight against inflation. After the pandemic, soaring prices led the Federal Reserve to hike interest rates aggressively. Higher rates make borrowing more expensive, cooling demand and slowing the economy. For businesses, this means delaying expansions and hiring. For consumers, it means less spending power. The intended effect, slow inflation. The side effect, a weaker job market. Layoffs and hiring freezes are the direct result of this economic medicine. The Fed's challenge is to cool inflation without tipping us into recession, a delicate balancing act. Today's job numbers show the impact of sustained high rates. The central bank now faces a tough choice. Keep rates high and risk recession, or cut too soon and risk inflation's return. All eyes are on the Fed's next move. The era of worker power is fading fast. With unemployment rising, employers are regaining leverage. Fewer job openings, fewer people quitting, and less pressure to raise wages. Workers are more cautious, less likely to job hop, and more willing to accept employer terms. Wage growth is slowing, and the days of big pay raises are on hold. For the Federal Reserve, this helps fight inflation, but for workers, it means tighter budgets. The goal was a balanced labor market, but the rapid shift raises concerns of overcorrection. If the pendulum swings too far, we could see prolonged job market weakness. The great rebalancing is underway, and its outcome is uncertain. The labor market's health drives consumer spending, the engine of the U.S. economy. Rising unemployment means people spend less, which can trigger a cycle of layoffs and further cutbacks. This feedback loop is a classic recipe for recession. Financial markets are watching closely. Weak jobs data can spook stocks, but also spark hopes for lower interest rates. Bond markets react too, signaling investor expectations for future Fed moves. The uncertainty makes it harder for businesses and investors to plan. The latest jobs report challenges the narrative of economic resilience. Are we seeing a temporary cooling or the start of a deeper downturn? The answer will shape the months ahead. As we look to 2026, the big question on everyone's mind is, will the job market finally stabilize, or are we facing a period where unemployment continues to climb? The uncertainty is palpable, and the stakes are high for millions of Americans. Some experts remain cautiously optimistic, viewing the current turbulence as a manageable adjustment, a necessary step to control inflation and prevent the economy from overheating. They argue that these changes, while difficult, could lay the groundwork for a more sustainable future. Yet others are sounding the alarm, warning that this could be the beginning of a deeper recession, with more layoffs and economic pain on the horizon. The fear is that what started as a correction could spiral into something much more severe. For households across the country, caution is key. Now is the time to build up emergency savings, pay down debt, and prepare for whatever uncertainty may come. Financial discipline and planning have never been more important. For those who have lost jobs or are worried about their employment, resilience and adaptability are essential. Retraining, upskilling, and leaning on support systems will be lifelines in this changing landscape. Communities and local organizations can also play a vital role in helping people transition. The recent surge in unemployment marks the end of the post-pandemic boom and signals the start of a new, uncertain chapter for the American economy. Small businesses, in particular, are feeling the strain as consumer habits shift and costs rise. This is the cost of fighting inflation: a cooler job market, slower growth, and new challenges for workers and employers alike. The ripple effects are being felt from Wall Street to Main Street. The coming months will test our economic resilience and our ability to adapt to rapid change. Every day, Americans are showing determination and grit as they face these headwinds. The path forward will depend on a delicate balance of Federal Reserve policy, consumer choices, and the confidence of businesses to invest and hire. Policymakers and leaders will need to act thoughtfully and decisively. For American families, vigilance and adaptability will be crucial as we navigate what comes next. By staying informed, supporting one another, and making smart choices, we can weather this period of uncertainty together.